We got the Miami Hurricanes. And Miami, their over-under win total in Vegas is at 9.5. Vegas is telling you, hey, we're expecting something this year. Mario Cristobal, the way they've trended over the course of the last couple of seasons, 5-7, 7-5. Do they pop in year 3 of the Cristobal regime? Miami Hurricane fans, exciting year in Coral Gables, baby. Exciting, exciting year. We're going to talk a lot about your Canes. If you have not yet subscribed to the On3 YouTube channel, we need you here. We need you here. Big season ahead. Cam Ward, Mario Cristobal, a roster that I think is as good as it's ever been in Coral Gables under Mario Cristobal. We're going to talk a lot about your Canes. I just said it. So make sure you're dialed in here so you don't miss a minute of the Miami coverage we got on deck for you. We appreciate you in advance for being subscribed. Also, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JD Piquel. So we appreciate you for that. Being locked in here. Let's roll. I think the good folks in Coral Gables are like, this is the year to show us something. We've waited patiently. We've been told to let the process run its course and let Cristobal get his guys in there. And then you just kind of throw in the grenade of, oh, by the way, we got Cam Ward, one of the best quarterbacks in college football now, running the show for us. And if you've watched this show, man, you know that we love Cam Ward. This was the team that you were told about when Mario Cristobal first got the job at Miami. Like, this is how the roster was supposed to look, that you were told how it would look eventually. Line of scrimmage, it's there. Francis Mauigoa, I mean, I think that defensive backs watch him on tape and what they do on the screens and the reverses when he gets out in space, he is a highlight. He's a highlight on the offensive line. Let that sink in. Skill players, it's there. Sam Brown from Houston, got speed to burn. Xavier Restrepo, you know what you get with him and a proven commodity. JoJo Trader they're excited about. Jacoby George they're excited about, obviously, what he did last year at Miami. And you got the quarterback. That's the difference maker for you. You got the quarterback to set this whole thing off and make it work. So this is your window. All right? This is the moment here, if you're Miami, to go get what you want to go get. I mean, it's like 8 Mile, man. This is the moment. If you had one shot, one opportunity, would you seize it or just let it slip? Like, knees weak, arms heavy. That's what you're dealing with right now if you're Miami. So let's go game by game here and call our shot. Again, it's July. We're having a good time with this. If you read too much into this, God bless you. But we're calling our shot in July. We're going to go game by game here. If you are trying to predict Miami's schedule, would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section as well. So first game of the year, going to the Swamp, baby. Going to the Swamp. And we've said it for a long time, man. Florida, they are a lot better than most people would lead you to believe. I think Miami is going to be one of the best teams in college football this year. Spoiler, I do. However, this game being played in the Swamp, Cam Ward's first start in game action, it's tricky. Very, very tricky. If this game was played at a neutral site, I think I'd pick Miami. However, it's played in the Swamp. This is a team in Florida that has heard a lot about what they won't accomplish, how they're going to fall flat on their face, their coach is going to get fired, their schedule's so tough. I think that Miami actually drops the first game in the Swamp. And then you have a layup line for 3 games after that. You got Florida A&M, dub, Ball State, dub, at USF. Yes, you heard me right, at USF. USF, man, God bless their athletic director. They have been just like finessing these big-time opponents to come and play them at their place. Alabama last year, Miami this year. It is what it is. That should be a dub. Now, Virginia Tech, you get them at your place. This game makes me so nervous, so nervous, because Virginia Tech is number 1 in returning production. They got a Clydesdale at quarterback in Kyron Jones, who I believe Cam Ward also trains with, and it's on a Friday. I don't know. I mean, this is a scientific part about college football. If it's played on a Friday, weird things happen. Spooky things happen on Friday. Even with that being said, I think Miami wins a close one against Virginia Tech to keep the good times rolling after that 3-game win streak. They make it 4 against Virginia Tech. Then you go to Cal. It's not fun to travel. You got to go out to Berkeley. You're going coast to coast quite literally for a conference game. That's modern college football for you. I do think you win that football game. Then you're at Louisville. Now, this game is the game before Florida State. This just screams, just shouts from the top of the mountains, trap game. Okay? We're going to do a segment, I think, in the future, too, because of this game of the top trap games in college football. This is one of them. Louisville doing what, Brom does. They're going to go and hit the portal hard. They got Tyler Shuck, who's played 97 years of college football out there for them. He's a good player now. If you don't bring your A game, you'll end up losing like Notre Dame did last year when they went to the Ville. Tough place to play. It'll be rocking. However, I think this is where we see new Miami show itself. Culture is strong. Talent level is better. More focused. Like, I think this is the game where you say, okay, that's different. That's a different team out there. You beat Louisville in a tragic look-ahead spot. Then you play Florida State. This is going to be a game that is major for bragging rights in the state. This is going to be major for the approval rating for Mario Cristobal, obviously. I'll be real. I just don't know if Florida State can score with Miami. Not saying they can't. I think that defense is going to be great at Florida State, but I just don't know if Cam Ward is rolling how I think he's going to be rolling. Florida State can keep pace. So I think that Miami wins that game and set themselves up very nicely to finish out the season here. You got Duke. Should be a dub. At Georgia Tech, you're kind of walking that tightrope now. You're making sure that you finish through the line here. That should be a dub. You finish with Wake Forest and at Syracuse. Wake Forest is a win. At Syracuse is not going to be easy money. All right, Fran Brown, Kyle McCord, they got a roster now that can give you some problems. However, I do think you win that football game. Tough fought, not easy money, but you win that football game. So look at this now. You win your last 11 games after losing the first. So Miami finishes with a record of 11-1. If you're keeping score at home now, Miami is undefeated in the ACC. You set yourself up for a ACC title game berth, and you feel pretty good about where you stand as it relates to the college football playoff. I think most Miami fans would take that. I think they would. Again, this is not old Miami. It's not. The ups and downs of last year, everyone making jokes about Georgia Tech and taking a knee and all this. I think all that external noise is going to benefit them. I think it's going to bring them closer together as opposed to tear them apart. And I think they are on a mission this year. They got the roster to do it. They got the quarterback to do it. I think in year 3, they got the culture to do it. We've said it a few times. They remind me a lot of what Texas was this time last year. Everyone sees the logo and says, we've heard so much about them every single year. Have you? Or have you heard about other Texas teams, other Miami teams? Because Mario Cristobal's Miami is very different than previous year's Miami, especially in 2024. I'm buying the trend. I'm buying Cam Ward. I'm buying the Canes to go 11-1 in the 2024 campaign out there in Coral Gables. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.